French Riviera, La Côte d'Azur on the Mediterranean. Welcome to the home of the French Grand Prix and the fantastic circuit Paul Ricard that celebrates its 50th year of motorsport in a tumultuous 2020. And after we kicked off the season 3 weeks ago at Misano, we welcome you to Bernie's backyard. Yes, the circuit owned by Mr. Eccleston himself hosts round 2 of the FIA Formula Regional European F3 Championship. A beautiful summer's evening for the 2 qualifying sessions as the sun set over the French Riviera and indeed the Paul Ricard circuit. A lot of attention on the Argentine driver Facu Regalia. The 29-year-old from Buenos Aires finished runner-up in the 2013 GP3 Series to AlphaTauri F1 driver Denny Kvyat. It was his first race back in nearly 6 years, driving the 23 Van Amersfoort racing car. However, it was his 18-year-old teammate from Menton in the south of France, Pierre-Louis Chauvet, who set the early pace. The KIC Motorsport team, who had their 3 drivers, Pasma, Lapalainen and Vips, all in the top 6 in practice, then matched the pace of Chauvet, Vips going P1 with a 158.205. The Red Bull Junior driver looked set for pole position until Arthur Leclerc went 0.07 of a second faster to snatch pole on his final flying lap. Leclerc pole for race 1 from Vips, Peterkoff, Chauvet, Rasmussen and Pasma. Regalia 8th in his first qualifying session in nearly half a decade. With a new set of Pirelli tyres and a light fuel load already burnt down for Q2, the times dipped into the 157s. Again, Chauvet was in white-hot form, trading fastest lap times again with Vips and Leclerc. Until Misano Race 3 winner Jean-Luc Peterkoff went P1 with an incredible time, 157.446, to take pole position for Race 2, and his second best time securing pole for Race 3 as well. So despite taking 2 race wins here this weekend at Paul Ricard, Arthur Leclerc is still in second place. Jean-Luc Peterkoff, P1 in the series on 116 from Arthur on 111. Then it's Rasmussen third in the standings from Patrick Pasma, Yuri Vips, and the Van Amersfoort racing driver Pierre-Louis Chauvet.
Quite different track conditions, extremely grippy compared to the test we did here in the beginning of the year, running low 57s. So yeah, happy with this. Let's carry on the weekend.
The incredible Paul Ricard circuit, the home of the French Grand Prix, 1 lap just under 6 kilometres. Let's go on board this incredible circuit at top speed in Formula Regional of just under 250 kilometres an hour. first race about to take place here at Paul Ricard. You look at the pole sitter, the Ferrari Academy junior driver Arthur Leclerc. This is Yuri Vips alongside him for KIC Motorsport. And Jean-Luc Petikov. Look at the eyes behind the visor on the Bell helmet as the legendary Dutch team owner Frits van Amersfoort has one last look at his 18-year-old French driver Pierre-Louis Chauvet. Limited crowd back here at the track. The worst is behind us and we're ready to race. The green flag at the back of the grid. We race. Leclerc makes a great start. Vips tries to go with him. The drag race down to turn one. Vips on the outside. Petikov tries to find his way by both of them. Vips into second place. King Arthur Leclerc leads the way here today. Good start by Julien Henrion, just ahead of Jamie Chadwick. As Pierre-Louis Chauvet goes on the outside of Oliver Rasmussen. Vips still in second place. Behind the race leader Leclerc. Chauvet behind Petikov. And ahead of Rasmussen, side by side. Rasmussen tries the outside line of Pierre-Louis Chauvet. Now into the marble, still fighting, is the Dane. Great start by Pierre-Louis Chauvet. Well, Van Amersfoort Racing is one step off the podium. Rasmussen runs off the circuit, pays the penalty. He'll rejoin down the field in 7th, 8th position as Leclerc runs off the circuit. The race leader runs wide, rejoins, controversially just ahead of Yuri Vips. Yuri will be absolutely furious, sits in right behind car 14. There's Petikov and Chauvet behind in this battle now as well. Vips tries to go down the inside. Leclerc still under pressure. Just holds the lead from the Red Bull Junior superstar Yuri Vips. Yuri gets the run. The second half of the Mistral Straight tucks in behind Leclerc. Petikov pulls out wide and tries to defend from Chauvet at the same time. And in 5th place, catching them, is the Argentine Facu Ragaglia. Take a look at the replay of Julien Henrion going side by side with Constantopoulos. Julien's made a great start and he holds the place from the Finn. Now Arthur Leclerc finds the rhythm, settles down, pulls out the slightest gap from Yuri Vips as Andrea Cola pulls into pit lane. Overheating is his car. You can see he's furious as he talks to his team. As Constantopoulos dives down the inside, cuts the circuit. Not the first one to do so this weekend. Julien Henrion, he does the right thing and goes the right way round the chicane. Petikov gets the tow from Yuri Vips. Down into turn one, tries the inside, tries the outside, dives down the inside, locks up under brakes. Super move from Petikov. Yuri holds the right foot flat, runs off the circuit. And the beneficiary is Pierre-Louis Chauvet. Car 3 is now in position 3. For Van Amersfoort Racing, Pierre-Louis Chauvet is now on the podium. Tries to take second place, pulls around the outside, side by side with Petikov. Vips is out of it. He's back in 4th place. Still Chauvet holds out the high line. Now he's on the marbles. Petikov finally goes back into second position as Leclerc starts to pull away. Big lockup from Emilio Pesce as he battles with Jamie Chadwick. Take a look at this. Jamie dives down the inside, takes advantage. They're still fighting. Emilio Pesce runs off the road. Chadwick on the outside line. Locks up one more time into the final corner. They touch. Chadwick runs off the circuit. Emilio takes the place. Jamie on the outside, she had nowhere to go except to the expansive runoff areas of Paul Ricard. No problems out front for the race leader who's about to be the race winner for the second time in 2020. The checkered flag flies. King Arthur Leclerc wins race 1 here at Paul Ricard. Petikov across the line in second place, and on the podium for Van Amersfoort Racing, it's the 18-year-old French driver Pierre-Louis Chauvet. You may know WSK Promotion as the official promoter of the European Regional F3 Series, but the story starts much earlier than that. It was in 2006 that WSK held its first international karting series, which was won by the late great Jules Bianchi. From these beginnings for the Italian-based company, WSK Promotion has become world-renowned in motorsports, promoting international karting events such as the FIA European and World Championships in North America, Africa, and the Middle East, and of course all across the European continent. World-famous circuits from Castelletto to Kristianstad, from Portimao to PFI, from Adria to Alajarma, from La Conca to Lonato and Le Mans. In 2014, WSK Promotion was selected by the Automobile Club of Italy to promote the then all-new Formula 4 Championship, which quickly established itself as the world's #1 junior series. The first title won by the Canadian Lance Stroll, who made his F1 debut just 3 years later. At the end of 2018, WSK Promotion was again selected by the Automobile Club of Italy together with the FIA to promote the all-new Formula 3 series, the FIA Formula Regional Championship of Europe. The inaugural series, won by Denmark's Frederik Vesti, was a fantastic success, and with 25 super license points out of a required 40 needed to race in Formula 1, WSK is truly a complete global racing system. Over the years, the drivers who have competed with us in WSK events are household names, such as multiple WSK Euro Series karting champion Max Verstappen, his Red Bull F1 teammate Alex Albon, Esteban Ocon, Antonio Giovinazzi, Lando Norris, Carlos Sainz, and Charles Leclerc, whose younger brother Arthur is racing with us this year in the F3 Regional Championship. The recent expansion into car racing does not mean that karting is neglected. Far from it. Indeed, earlier in 2020, WSK Promotion hosted its largest ever event. The second round of the WSK Supermaster Series at Lonato in northern Italy saw 360 drivers from more than 50 nations compete. The 4-round series was completed after a coronavirus pause at Adria in early July, which saw Finland's Simo Puuhaka win the KZ2 gearbox category for the Tony Kart racing team. Russian Nikita Bedrin win the original kart class for Ward Racing. England's Arvid Lindblad won juniors for Team KR, and Dmitry Matveev from Siberia won the mini kart category for the Energy Racing team. A week later, and the first round of the 2020 WSK Euro Series got underway at the foot of the active volcano that is Mount Vesuvius in Naples, one of the fastest tracks in the world, where the gearbox cars regularly top 160 kilometers an hour. This time it was reigning vice world champion Riccardo Longhi who won in KZ2. Driving for the Charles Leclerc racing team, London's Oliver Gray was unbeatable in OK, whilst Chetila Racing team drivers Alfio Spina and Kin Nakamura took out the junior and mini classes respectively. This year's WSK Euro Series concludes at the centre of the karting universe, South Garda Karting, in September. Just a few days after we race the third round of the F3 Regional and Italian F4 Championships at the fabulous Red Bull Ring in Austria. WSK Promotion, yes, truly a global racing system. On the grid for race 2, as you look at Andrea Cola, let's hope the Monolight Racing team have got on top of those problems that have plagued the Roman since the start of qualifying. Gillian Henry on, looking for another fabulous start. And let's see if Jamie Chadwick can get up onto the podium as she did at Misano. Petikov on pole, Leclerc, the race 1 winner, alongside. Great start by Jean-Luc, storms down into turn 1 as Pierre-Louis Chauvet immediately into 3rd place on his right side. It's Yuri Vips. Leclerc sweeps around the outside to try and take the lead, but his teammate Petikov says, no you don't, and it's the South American who holds P1. There's Rasmussen in the background trying to make his way up through the field side by side with Patrick Pasma. Over the ripple strip goes car 5. The Finn has to cede the place to Rasmussen. Great start once again by Julien Henrion. There's Constantopoulos going through Fakuragalia. What a comeback. He was 2nd in the 2013 GP3 series to Daniel Kvyat. This is his first professional race in nearly half a decade. Kohler back on track in car 99. There's Petikov under pressure from Leclerc, who gets the tow. 6th gear, 240 k's an hour. Jean-Luc covers him off. Leclerc tries the inside, tries the outside. Looking racy is the Monegasque driver. Consta goes through in car 40. Leclerc, will he try and make a move? Down the inside goes Arthur. Jean-Luc once again closes the door to his teammate. Leclerc trying to take the lead, and Pierre-Louis Chauvet, car 3, position 3, closes in on the both of them. Consta parked in pit lane with those brake issues once again. That's the end of the Finns race. Leclerc after that fabulous race 1 win in 2nd place. There's Yuri Vips, car 4, the Estonian, the Red Bull Junior superstar. About to make his debut in the FIA Formula 2 series. Wants to go out with at least a podium here today. Down the inside goes Yuri Vips, side by side. What a move as Pierre-Louis Chauvet runs off the circuit. Rejoins, does not lift. It's a drag race down the front straight. Look at this here at Paul Ricard. Vips on the left of your screen, Chauvet on the right. Can Chauvet hold him off? Yuri Vips does not relent. Now he's got the inside line. What a race. What a pass. What a fabulous piece of motorsport. In the FIA Formula Regional Euro Champs, Chauvet takes back position 3. Vips around the outside. Finally takes the place. How good was that? Vips now up onto the podium. Chauvet goes back to 4. Huge crash on the back straight of Emilio Pesce and Jamie Chadwick. And this is the reason why. Henrion goes through. Jamie launches over the ripple strip, loses the front wing. Emilio Pesce, he was the innocent bystander. He was just a passenger. Smacks the wall. The Italian and the English drivers are both out.
No, cavolo, si è girata e mi ha preso.
Petikov still defends from his teammate. Arthur won race 1 this morning. Is too far back. He will do it for the 2nd time this season. O menino do Brasil, the boy from Brazil, Jean-Luc Petikov takes the checkered flag first. Leclerc home in 2nd, and Yuri Vips for KIC Motorsport on the podium in 3rd place.
Allez, maintenant, il faut pour le trophée, je vous demande d'applaudir. Congratulations.
We are ready for race 3 here at Paul Ricard. It's a glorious morning. The sun gleaming off the number 10 car of Jean-Luc Petikov. The South American will start on pole position alongside his Prema-powered teammate, Arthur Leclerc. Chauvet, we're looking for the French driver off the start. This is Arthur, who's already taken 2 wins thus far this season, with his older brother, Ferrari Formula 1 star Charles here in pit lane, watching alongside close family friend Philippe Bianchi. ready for the start. Petikoff gets away and then misses the jump. Leclerc around the outside. That was a dubious getaway for Jean-Luc Petikoff. He's been slaughtered as Yuri Vips tries the outside line. Yuri goes up into second place. Arthur with the early race lead. Good start by Constellapalainen. The field go 3 wide, further back in the pack. Lapalainen, Pasma, fighting there with Fakuragali. Another brilliant start for car 33, Gillian Henry on. So Vips into second place, ahead of Rasmussen. Jamie Chadwick tries to make up places in the early stages of the race. So it's Leclerc from Vips, Rasmussen, Petikoff, Pierre-Louis Chauvet, Constellapalainen goes through in car 40 for KIC Motorsport. The battle for the lead side by side go the Prema Power Team duo, Petikoff and Rasmussen. Around the outside, Jean-Luc takes the Dane. Rasmussen back to 4. Leclerc continues to lead and he's being caught by Yuri Vips. And once again, Oliver and Jean-Luc go side by side. This time, Rasmussen has to cede the place and PLC, Pierre-Louis Chauvet, closes in on the both of them. Vips all over the back of Leclerc, tries the inside. Now he ducks to the outside. Under brakes down into the chicane. Side by side, Leclerc goes in deep. Yuri Vips tries the outside line, trying to take the lead in race 3 of the FIA Formula Regional European F3 Championship. Vips locks up the brakes. Leclerc still holds the lead, albeit only just from the Red Bull Junior Star. Here comes Jean-Luc. Closes in on the back of Vips. That brake lockup has cost him. He goes defensive. He's now sandwiched in between the 2 Prema Power Team drivers. Leclerc, Vips, Jean-Luc gets the tow. 240 k's an hour down the straight. Pulls out down the inside goes Jean-Luc Petikoff. Side by side with Vips. Yuri tries the outside line. What a move! Nicely done by the boy from Brazil. Jean-Luc Petikoff goes through into position 2. Leclerc continues to lead, and now the driver from Monte Carlo starts to pull away. Side by side, Lapalainen and Rasmussen, the Finnish driver off circuit. A bit of rallycross for Constellapalainen. Patrick Pasma and Constellapalainen side by side down the straight. Consta will be wary of this time 12 months ago when he crashed into the wall with his then teammate Isaac Blomqvist. Around the outside goes Patrick and takes him. Respect between the 2 KIC Motorsport teammates. There's Chauvet disappearing through at the bottom of your screen. Lapalainen loses the place, tucks in behind the rear wing. Back to the battle between Rasmussen, Chauvet, and Patrick Pasma. 3 wide, they break into the chicane. Rasmussen holds off Pierre-Louis Chauvet, whose tyres have been tortured this weekend. He's vulnerable going down the straight, side by side. Here comes Patrick Pasma. The Finn goes through and takes the place. Nice move by Patrick. There's PLC, car 3 for Van Amersfoort Racing. But meanwhile, out front, Arthur Leclerc has driven brilliantly the final corner. Jean-Luc Petikoff with an all-or-nothing move. He's too far back. That checkered flag waves. King Arthur Leclerc takes his 3rd victory of 2020. Petikoff home in 2nd place. And Yuri Vips, the Red Bull Junior, on the podium once again for KIC Motorsport. Down in pit lane, an absolutely ecstatic Arthur Leclerc celebrates with his older brother. There is Charles Leclerc with his younger brother. They win here at Paul Ricard today. So despite taking 2 race wins here this weekend at Paul Ricard, Arthur Leclerc is still in 2nd place. Jean-Luc Petikoff, he won in the series on 1:16 from Arthur on 1:11. Then it's Rasmussen 3rd in the standings from Patrick Pasma, Yuri Vips, and the Van Amersfoort Racing driver Pierre-Louis Chauvet. From here, we travel to the rolling hills of Austria and the fabulous Red Bull Ring for the 3rd round of the 2020 championship. We'll see you then.